Hey, what is up, everybody? In today's video, I got myself here a copy of NFS Unbound, or Need for Speed Unbound, for the Xbox Series X. So this game, I believe, was the very first Need for Speed game that is exclusive to current-gen hardware. I am so tempted to say next-gen hardware, even though we're 5 years into the console's life cycle, but yeah, it is a current gen game. Technically, doesn't really feel that way because we still have a lot of cross gen games even now. But yeah, I got this for $10, despite what the price tag says, which is nice. I've been told that the Need for Speed games of the early 2000s was the high point of the series, and ever since then, it's kind of been a gradual decline, especially during um, the PS4 era and even up to the present. Not sure about this game exactly, um, but I do know Criterion Game worked on it, um, and as you can see right here, is rated T for teen. EA, longstanding publisher of the franchise, uh, it's also on the box. Optimized for Series X, duh, and doesn't say how big the game is, but I'm assuming it's very, very big. Start at the bottom, race to the top. Now, as of the recording of this video, it is worth mentioning that Need for Speed Rivals is going to have its server shut down very soon. So, if you like that game, I would and still have some trophies or achievements for that need to be done. I'd highly recommend you do that now before the servers get shut down. But yeah, this is Need for Speed Unbound. I think the latest game in the series, I believe, as far as I can tell. I'm sure there's got to be another one in the works right about now, over at um, EA, at one of EA's subsidiaries. Um, but that remains to be seen. But yeah, this is the game right here, on the side as well. Yeah, you'll know. I noticed that the Xbox um, logo over here is okay. The branding on the side is very inconsistent. Like you have this blank green space here. Why? Just fill it in, Kind of makes it look awkward on my shelf. But whatever. At least it's still not as bad as like the PlayStation 3 necessarily, where you have that Spider-Man font and then you have the new slim model font that they use for the rest of the generation. That was it's a bit of an eyesore. That's definitely for sure. Oh yeah, as you can see right here, in-game purchases, aka microtransactions. So here's the inside. You have a pamphlet here for EA Play. Get more Need for Speed. I actually do have EA Play by virtue of Game Pass Ultimate. So I actually have this game already thanks to Game Pass. It's just that I just happened to see a physical copy of it, so I bought it. And here it is. Well, the obvious benefit, of course, is that I can still play the game even after my Game Pass subscription ends. Though, depending on what game you have, what kind of game you have, it's better to just get Game Pass Ultimate because a lot of games have online elements anyways, so you won't be able to use them if you don't have Game Pass at the very least. But yeah, here's a game disc, and let's see what happens when I pop it in. Okay, the console is trying to read it now. Hopefully it works. And there you go. It actually loads up. Need for Speed Unbound. Now it's got to install right here, so yeah. Let's see how much space it needs. I'm expecting a massive update patch as well, which should be showing up on screen in a moment. But for now, it's 28.17 gigabytes. Uh, that is the content on the disk. And oh, here it is. Need for Speed Unbound needs an update. 12.2 gigabytes. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna probably update that later. But yeah, 28.17 gigabytes. That's how much is actually on the disk. If you decide to just exclusively install off of the disk, but also um, it's how much you can install. And if you, for whatever reason, decide to put your Xbox in offline mode, which you can do, and for the most part, a lot of games will install, and you can play like the unpatched version of them. But at unfortunately, as the years have gone by, especially with Microsoft themselves, they've either not published a physical edition of their games, case in point, Hi-Fi Rush, or the game on the disc contains almost no data. Halo Infinite, case in point, has almost nothing, even though they could very easily put the campaign on there at the very least. It's such a bizarre choice. But yeah, this is the game loading up. I'm not. I'm probably just gonna end the video here, or either that, or just do a jump cut, since I don't want you guys waiting full 16 minutes here, just to install the game from the disk, and also the 12 gigabyte patch. But yeah, this is Need for Speed Unbound. I don't again since I have Game Pass, I can just I don't have to actually have the disc installed. I can just start up the game and that's it, which is really nice. I wish I could say the same for like the PlayStation version uh, of certain games, like Need. I had a game. I don't know how it exactly works on PlayStation, but with my experience with Horizon Zero Dawn was this: I got a physical copy of the game, I installed it, and then they made Horizon Zero Dawn free for during the COVID pandemic. And so what ended up happening, I got the game for free, but then they prompted me to actually re-download the whole thing, even though it's already installed. So yeah, that's I don't know if that's for all PS4 games or even for PS5 nowadays, but it does suck. So I am grateful for Xbox for just letting me boot up the game regardless of whether I had the disc or not installed, assuming assuming you have Game Pass. But yeah, I think you know what I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'll probably just put some comments in the description on how big the game actually is. But that pretty much does it. So that pretty much does it for now. If you like what you saw, as always, leave a like, comment below, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Good night.